For this lesson, we will be going over our soft skills toolbox, talking about our life skills, professional image, and communicating for success. The goal of this chapter is to explain life skills, a list of principles that contribute to success, design a mission statement, set long term and short term goals, and demonstrate effective time management. You are going to be able to define ethics, employ successful learning tools, and also develop a positive personality and attitude as it will be required for this industry. So while it is extremely important to master good technical skills, it is equally important to learn and apply sound life skills. So beauty and wellness is at the heart a creative industry where you are expected to exercise your artistic talent. To be successful in the salon, spa, or barbershop environment, you need to have a well developed communication, decision making, image building, customer service, self actualization, goal setting, and time management skills. These life skills are the foundation of success for students and professionals. In addition, developing effective study skills will help you achieve your educational and professional goals. Life skills are day to day actions and capabilities that help you to be a productive and well rounded person. Some of the most important life skills for you to remember and practice include being helpful and caring for others, making good friends, feeling good about yourself, having a sense of humor, maintaining a cooperative attitude, approaching work with a strong sense of responsibility, being consistent in your work and also in your life work relationships, adapting successfully to different situations, sticking to a goal and seeing a job through to completion, mastering techniques to become more organized, and developing sound decision making skills. You want to use those life skills in your everyday interactions with people that you come in contact with. You also want to be able to list the principles that contribute to success. And success has been defined in many ways over the years, varying from person to person. But when we talk about success, we're basically talking about self actualization, and which is fulfilling one's full potential, which requires a lifelong commitment. So stay the course and fuel your passion by following proven success building steps. Self actualization. That is you basically just reaching your full potential. It's not in comparison to anybody else. It's basically just about you being a better person than you were yesterday. And that's pretty much the only thing that you should be focused on when you talk about self actualization. Action steps for success include building self esteem, visualizing success, building on your strengths, being kind to yourself, staying true to yourself, practicing new behaviors, keeping your personal life separate from your work, keep your energy up, respect others, and staying productive. Those principles to success, when we talk about building self esteem is based on inner strength, and it begins with you trusting your ability to achieve and set goals. It is essential that you begin developing high self esteem while you are in school. Reading positive affirmations is a great way. You want to start speaking and visualizing your success. When you talk about your plans, you want to, I can, I will, when I can, pass all of my exams. I will pass all of my exams. And when I am done with all of my exams, I will open my salon. You want to talk about like this is going to happen. We know it. So that's the way that you want to speak about building on your strengths, practice doing whatever helps you maintain a positive self image. If you are good at something, whatever it is, cooking, gardening, singing, whatever makes you happy, you want to invest your time in that as well. Be kind to yourself. Take yourself out to dinner, take yourself on vacation. You don't always have to wait for somebody. If you see a plane ticket and it's in your budget and you're ready to go, then you book that plane ticket and you go where it is that you want to go. And you get out and you see things. And so, you want to be kind to yourself and treat yourself good and treat yourself just absolutely like you are the most special person. Stay true to yourself. Again, the only person that you are competing with is you. So be yourself and be professional. It takes too long and too much effort to be someone you are not. When you can really just be unique, your own unique self. Practice new behaviors because achieving success is a skill. You can develop it by practicing positive new behaviors such as speaking with confidence, standing tall, and using proper grammar. Keep your personal life separate from your work. Talking about your personal life at work is counterproductive and cause the whole shop to suffer. Try to separate your work life from your home life. Whatever problem you have at work, you want to make sure that you leave at home. You leave it at work, at home, and vice versa. So if I have a problem at home, I want to leave it at home. I have an issue at work, I want to leave that at work. I don't want to enter the two things to interact. Keeping your energy up, which is successful beauty professionals take care of themselves. You want to get the proper amount of sleep, eat healthy foods, and manage your time wisely. Also, create balance by spending time with family and friends, having hobbies, and recreational activities. You want to respect others, make a conscious effort to respect everyone, exercise good manners by using words such as please, thank you, and excuse me. Thank you goes a long way. Appreciate it goes a long way. Have a nice day. It goes a long way. Practice being a good listener and remember not to interrupt. Stay productive. Three bad habits can keep you from maintaining peak performance: procrastination, perfectionism, and lacking a game plan. You will see an almost instant improvement in your productivity when you eliminate three troublesome tendencies. So do not procrastinate. It's putting off until tomorrow what you can do today. I will study tomorrow instead of today. Just go ahead and study if that's what it is you need to do. Perfectionism is an unhealthy compulsion to do things perfectly. Success is not designed as doing everything perfectly. As long as you learn from your mistakes, you will be successful. And to that, I would also like to add practice excellence and it will become more natural. If every time I interact with a client, I do my absolute best. Every time I touch a mannequin, I do my absolute best. Then when those tough days comes, then what my best is what I just naturally do. I'm just putting out my best at all times. And so you think about that. Having a game plan is the conscious act of planning your life instead of just letting things happen. While an overall game plan is usually organized into large blocks of time, 5 years, 10 years. It is just as important to set daily, monthly, and yearly goals. What do you want to be in your career 5 years from now? What do you have to do this week, this month, and this year to move closer to that goal? So you want to think about motivation and self-management. Be positive, look around for creative inspiration, improve your vocabulary, and surround yourself with others who share your passion. Being creative means having a talent such as painting, acting, playing an instrument. You want to be positive and to enhance your creativity, keep these guidelines in mind. Criticism blocks the creative mind from exploring ideas and discovering solutions to challenges. Look around for creative inspiration. Tap into the creative energy of art museums, music, fashion shows, and magazines. You want to build off of that energy. Improve your vocabulary. Build a positive vocabulary by using active problem solving words. Explore, analyze, and determine. Surround yourself with others who share your passion. In today's hectic and pressure world, many talented people find that they are more creative in an environment where people work together and share ideas. This is where the value of a strong team comes into play. What principles contribute to personal and professional success? So we want to make sure we staying true to ourselves, practicing new behaviors, keeping our personal life separate from work, and things of that nature. We're going to design a mission statement. An essential part of a business is the mission statement, which establishes the purpose, values by which an individual or institution lives and works. It provides a sense of direction by defining guiding principles and clarifying goals, as well as indicating how an organization operates. Often you will find the mission statement of, a company posted for a customer to read. Serving the community through shared knowledge. That could be your mission statement. You want to think about your setting long and short term goals. As I'm visualizing, I'm goal setting. Goal setting is the identification of long term and short term goals. When you know what you want, you can draw a circle around your destination and chart the best courses to get there. By mapping out your goals, you will see where to focus your attention in order to fulfill your dreams. How goal setting works. Determine whether your goal setting plan is effective by asking yourself these key questions. Are the specific skills I will need to learn in order to meet my goals? Are there specific skills? Is the information I need to reach my goals readily available? Am I willing to seek out a mentor or a coach to enhance my learning? What is the best method or approach to accomplish my goals? And am I open to finding better ways of putting my plan into practice? People have, often describe SMART goals. And I'm going to tell you, every time I hear it, which I absolutely love, and I like the idea of it, but people have different acronyms for it. SMART meaning specific, measurable, attainable, rewarded, and timed. So I'm going to have a specific goal that I'm going to focus on. It's going to be measurable. I'm going to see, how long is this going to take me? I can actually do it. And when I'm done with my goal, at the time that I'm supposed to be done with it, yes, I deserve a reward. And so some people are going to change their R to other words, but for me, it's reward because I do believe that your hard work should be rewarded, but you can look at it how you want to. When setting goals, categorize them based on the amount of time it takes to accomplish them. An example of a short-term goal is to get through an exam successfully. Long-term goals are measured in larger increments of time, such as 2 or 5 or 10 years. For things like this, you may want to create a vision board. In your foundations book, you will find a goal setting sheet. When you get your book, it'll be on page 12 of your goal setting sheet, and you can chart your goals, short term and long term, and just keep track of where you are. Am I working toward my goals? Is it measurable? Is it attainable? How much time will it take me? You want to demonstrate effective time management. Effectively managing your time will help you reach your goals more quickly. Here are some ways you can be more effective at time management. Learn to prioritize by ordering tasks on your to-do list from most important to least important. When designing your time management system, make sure it will work for you. For example, if you are a person who needs a fair amount of flexibility, schedule some blocks of unstructured time. Never take on more than you can handle. Learn to say no firmly but kindly and mean it. It will be easier to complete tasks if activities are limited. Learn problem-solving techniques that will help you save time and needless frustration. Give yourself some downtime whenever you are frustrated, overwhelmed, worried, or feeling guilty. You lose valuable time and energy when you are in a negative state of mind. Have a notepad, organizer, tablet, or other digital device accessible at all times. Make daily, weekly, and monthly schedules that show exam times, study sessions, and other regular commitment plans. Plan leisure times around these commitments rather than the other way around. Identify times during the day when you are energetic and times when you want to need to relax. Plan your schedule accordingly. Reward yourself with a special treat or activity for work done well and efficient time management. In a salon or spa barbershop environment, it takes a team effort to efficiently manage time. Shops book appointments based on the types of services being approved, the clientele, and the salon type. Some businesses operate without setting appointments and instead work on a walk-in or first come, first served basis. Both methods require beauty professionals to practice effective communication with fellow professionals and peers. Do not neglect activity. Remember that exercise and recreation stimulate clear thinking. Schedule at least one block of free time each day. This will be your hedge against events that happen unexpectedly, such as car trouble, childcare problems, helping a friend in need, or other unforeseen circumstances. Understand the value of to-do lists for the day and the week. You're going to employ successful learning tools by having a successful career as a beauty professional. It begins by employing key learning tools. Attend all classes, arrive for class early, have all necessary materials, listen attentively to your instructor, take notes, highlight important points, pay close attention during summary and review sessions. When something is not clear, ask for clarifications. If you are still unsure, ask again for assistance. After becoming a licensed professional, seek continuing education opportunities. Never stop learning. The beauty and wellness industry is constantly changing. You can always reach out to cortexacademy.education for your continuing education needs. Everyone learns in their own personal and unique ways. Your study skills should use those methods or tools that will help you absorb and retain new information. Repetition, organization, mnemonics, word association, acronyms, songs of rhyme, mind mapping, and note taking. These are all study skills that you want to consider when learning. Repetition, whether you repeat information in your head or say it out loud or practice it hands-on. Repetition helps your short-term memory secure a firmer grasp. Organization can be used to process new information for both short-term and long-term memory use. If a new topic seems particularly overwhelming, categorize the information into smaller segments. Rather than trying to learn about all the layers of the skin at once, study one skin division at a time. Mnemonic is a device that helps you remember or recall information. It can be a word suggestion, association, acronym, song, or rhyme. Word associations. To promote better long-term memory, try to associate new information with prior knowledge by using word association. Stratum corneum is also known as the horny layer because it consists of tightly packed cells. Acronyms. You can create an acronym by using the first letter in a series of words. For example, the bones of the skull can be remembered using the phrase PEST: parietal, ethmoid, sphenoid, temporal, and occipital. PEST. Another acronym uses the functions of the skin, uses the word shapes: sensation, heat regulation, absorption, protection, excretion, and secretion. Shapes is a particularly good acronym because the skin also gives shape to the body. Songs or rhymes do not have to be complicated. Something simple as keep the air and the hair moving when blow drying to prevent burning the client's scalp. Visual study skills might be mind mapping, a method you can use to create visual representation of your thoughts, ideas, or class notes. Here are some basic guidelines on mind mapping. Note taking. Note taking is a valuable skill to develop for studying and for working in the business world. Effective note takers listen carefully and pay attention to verbal cues that alert them to important information. When taking notes, listen and watch these cues. The speaker emphasizes word phrases. You hear a directive such as you need to know or you might want to remember. Anytime you hear that, you make sure you highlight it. And an expert at anything was once a beginner. And so that's where you are. You are beginning right now, and you are working towards becoming an expert. And that is pretty amazing. Let's see. The speaker uses definitive words such as main or first that provides the important order of something. If it gets written on the board, it is usually important. Develop or select note-taking templates that work best for the way you like to organize new information. Date and number the note pages for easier organization when you need to review them. Listen carefully to lesson introductions and summaries. Use keywords or phrases. Use complete and accurate sentences when the instructor says you need to know or this is important. Good study habits. Where, when, and how. Establish a comfortable place. Where to study without interruptions. Have everything you need: books, writing implements, computer, or tablet. Start out by estimating how much time you need. Study when you feel most energetic and motivated. Practice effective time management by studying during blocks of time that will otherwise be wasted. Study just one section of a chapter at a time and review key points. Define ethics. Ethics are the moral principles by which we live and work. In a shop setting, ethical standards should guide your conduct with clients and fellow employees. When your actions are respectful, courteous, and helpful, you are behaving in an ethical manner. Practice ethical behavior in the shop by employing those 5 principal actions. Provide a skilled and competent service. Be honest, courteous, and sincere. Avoid clients' private matters with others, even your closest friends. Do not tell people business. That will ruin your whole, just ruin everything. Don't share a client's personal business. You should give them the same privilege that an attorney would give their client. Participate in continuing education and stay on track with new information, techniques, and skills. Professional ethics. You want to focus on self-care, integrity, and discretion. To be an ethical person, you should embody those qualities. Self-care. To be helpful to others, you have to take care of yourself. Maintain your integrity by aligning your behavior and action to your values. Doing the right thing when no one is looking. Integrity. Discretion. Do not share your personal issues with clients. Likewise, never breach confidentiality by repeating personal information. Communication. Your responsibility to behave ethically extends to your communication with customers and coworkers. Be aware of what you say and how you say it. Be conscious of your nonverbal communication, such as facial expressions and body language. Okay. Develop a positive personality and attitude. Diplomacy and pleasing tone of voice. Beauty professionals interact with people from all walks of life every day. It is useful, therefore, to have a sense of how different personality traits work together. Refer regularly to the following characteristics of a highly positive attitude. Diplomacy. Being assertive may help people to understand your position, how it is a short step from assertive to being aggressive or even bullying. So take your attitude temperature to see how well you practice. Use a pleasing tone of voice, have emotional stability, be sensitive, and values and goals guide our behavior and give us direction. So focus on the whole person. An individual's personality is the sum of their characteristics, attitudes, and behavioral traits. Attitude improvement is a process that continues throughout your life. Take a self-care test when you may feel stressed. Do you wait until you are exhausted before you start working? Do you forget to eat nutritious and substitute junk food? Those are things. Do a self-care test and stop for 1 second. Receptivity. Be interested in other people and responsive to their opinions and feelings and ideas. Receptivity involves taking the time to work with all personality types. Effective communication skills. Commit to practicing effective communication through active listening and both verbal and nonverbal. Congratulations on completing your first chapter on life skills. Before you move on, take a moment to think about how these topics apply to your particular discipline.